people of South Florida, people tuning in from all around the world, what your organization is about.
Sure. So my name is Adrian Madriz, and I'm the project lead for an organization called SMASH, which is an acronym for the Struggle for Miami's Affordable and Sustainable Housing. And what we do is we try to provide the people of Miami with a permanent affordable housing, which is a big issue because, as I'm sure you know, it's kind of expensive to live in Miami.
Only a little bit.
Oh, just a tad, right?
Just a little bit.
And so what we want to do is we want to make it so that especially for the people who have very little resources, is not continuing to be an impediment to their success and to their prosperity. And so we want to provide them with permanent affordable housing. And the problem is all of the funding that's out there for affordable housing is just not enough to make it affordable for a specific group of people that are affected by what we call slumlords. And so we have a campaign going on right now. It's called Smash the Slumlords, in which we target different landlords around Miami who have racked up a bunch of code violations for doing things that are just absolutely out of control. I mean, if I can just give you a very quick example. We know of buildings in which there is so much structural damage that it is one very weak hurricane shy of complete collapse. Ceilings that collapse on children, sending them to the hospital. People having to breathe in noxious fumes that make them get bronchitis. Rats, roaches, mildew, molds, just everything you can think of wrong with the building these buildings have. And they don't really have anywhere else to go. They would qualify for public housing or Section 8, but none of that is available anymore. We've run out of all of those resources. So we have to figure out as a community, what are we going to do to give these people the relief that they need? Because for the entire time that they continue to live there, that's going to prevent them from being able to achieve any kind of success or any kind of ladders out of poverty.
Yeah, it's a really elegant way of explaining such a really complex issue for a lot of people. And especially, I feel like video games are at a unique position in terms of cultural appeal to be able to help do things and be able to help raise social awareness, which brings in the Smash the Slumlords, where some people might be thinking, oh, Smash the Slumlords, that's a really great slogan, but it also relates to a little game called Super Smash Brothers.
Correct, yes.
How does that come in?
I'm so glad you asked. We organize right now tournaments for Super Smash Brothers all over South Florida that help us raise money to be able to provide people with the affordable housing that they need. We'll never be able to provide them with all of the resources they need just doing tournaments, and so we're using these tournaments to build a campaign that's going to develop in phases. And the first phase is to get a location in which we will be able to not only host these tournaments, but also have a co-worker space for game developers in Florida. And that would actually be the first space of its kind that would be developed here. And we would do it entirely with the purpose to support the nonprofit, which is SMASH. The actual location would be a business called Worlds, which stands for Work and Organization Resource Location, developed by STS, Smash the Slumlords. And so these two entities, the for-profit and the nonprofit, will work in conjunction with each other to make sure that there is always a sustainable source of funding for the subsidy that these people need in order to make their housing affordable.
That sounds amazing, and a lot of people, I know a lot of listeners tried to help, like, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of help illuminate the kind of situation where we are in Miami in terms of gaming, and some people like hear things like, oh, make a game developer space. I didn't know they're game developers.